The episode begins with Mordecai and Rigby dealing with a routine problem related to one of the park's vehicles or machinery. Perhaps the park van, lawnmower, or a similar piece of equipment breaks down, leaving the duo frustrated and desperate to fix it. Mordecai initially tries to handle the situation calmly, inspecting the engine or checking manuals, while Rigby jumps straight to impulsive solutions, like hitting parts, adding random fluids, or attempting shortcuts he barely understands. Their opposing approaches immediately establish the classic comedic tension: Mordecai's rational method versus Rigby's chaotic, reckless instinct. The inciting incident occurs when their attempts to fix the vehicle fail spectacularly. Minor mistakes escalate quickly, turning a simple mechanical problem into a surreal disaster. Sparks fly, fluids leak, and parts start moving unpredictably, creating a dangerous and visually exaggerated scenario. Their incompetence is compounded by overconfidence, with Rigby insisting he knows exactly what he's doing despite clearly not having the skills required. Mordecai tries to maintain control, but his efforts are continually undermined by Rigby's impulsive actions and their inability to coordinate properly. As the episode progresses, the vehicle itself becomes almost a character, reacting to their mistakes with increasing absurdity. The hood may appear alive, belts move on their own, or the engine emits glowing energy or unusual noises that escalate the stakes. The environment around the car also begins to shift. Tools levitate, floors shake, and nearby objects are caught in the chaos, reflecting how the duo's mismanagement magnifies a relatively small problem into a high-stakes situation. Secondary characters like Benson, Muscle Man, Pops, or Skips may enter the scene, either trying to help or unwittingly complicating matters further, reinforcing the theme that their impulsive tendencies create snowballing consequences. The thematic tension centers on responsibility, attention to detail, and the consequences of overconfidence. Mordecai's attempts to follow logical steps are frustrated by Rigby's impatience, highlighting how impulsivity can sabotage even the best-laid plans. The episode explores how teamwork requires trust, patience, and the willingness to accept guidance, emphasizing that shortcuts often lead to more work and danger than careful planning. These ideas are reinforced through the surreal escalation of what would normally be a mundane repair task, using exaggerated visuals, slapstick sequences, and improbable physics to turn the vehicle into a high-energy spectacle. The turning point arrives when the duo's mismanagement triggers a critical failure or awakens a supernatural element within the vehicle. This could manifest as a sentient engine, an explosion of mechanical parts, or a reality-bending sequence where the car itself tests their skill, determination, and creativity. At this stage, the stakes are fully surreal. The vehicle may chase them, transform into an obstacle course, or generate hazards that require fast thinking, coordination, and a blend of Mordecai's caution and Rigby's impulsive improvisation. The escalating chaos forces them to confront their weaknesses and reconsider their approach. The climax occurs when Mordecai and Rigby must combine their abilities to prevent total disaster. Mordecai focuses on logic, strategy, and careful adjustments, while Rigby finally channels his energy into improvisation in ways that complement Mordecai's method. Their teamwork allows them to navigate the absurd, over-the-top mechanical challenges and restore the vehicle to working order, often in a visually spectacular and comedically exaggerated fashion. The resolution is as much about their personal growth as about fixing the car. They realize that combining caution and creativity, responsibility and spontaneity, produces results neither could achieve alone. After the climax, the environment returns to relative normalcy. The vehicle is repaired, though minor comedic consequences remain: leaks, sparks, or malfunctioning parts that hint at lingering chaos. Benson arrives to assess the aftermath and scolds them for taking reckless shortcuts, emphasizing accountability. Muscle Man and High Five Ghost may make humorous remarks about the spectacle, and Pops could offer an innocent observation that lightens the mood. Mordecai and Rigby reflect on the adventure briefly, acknowledging their growth while also setting up their next potential misadventure. A final comedic beat often underscores their impulsiveness or the lingering surreal consequences of their actions. Perhaps the hood emits a small spark, Rigby touches a wrong lever, or the car gives a minor hiss or wobble, leaving Mordecai exasperated and Rigby oblivious. This closing moment reinforces the series' blend of chaos, humor, and friendship-driven resolution. Under the Hood exemplifies regular show's talent for transforming mundane mechanical tasks into surreal, high-energy adventures. Through character-driven humor, exaggerated physics, and escalating consequences, it emphasizes teamwork, responsibility, and the interplay of caution and recklessness. By combining relatable stakes with absurd spectacle, the episode continues the season's pattern of turning everyday scenarios into memorable, action-packed comedic experiences while highlighting the dynamic between Mordecai and Rigby.